Right, so this is a video to cover solving equations with fractions. I'm taking some examples from exercise 57 in the IGCSE book 1, page 123. So first one is x divided by 12 is equal to 56. That's question number 6. So all we're going to do is we need to get the x in its own, so we're going to cross multiply that 12. Just dividing by 12 on the one side, so we can take that across and it's multiplied by 12. So we get 5/6 multiplied by 12, which is going to be 10. Alright, as simple as that. However complicated the questions get, it's just that same concept really, taking a step at a time. So let's jump to question 14. And we're going to do the same concept. We're going to cross multiply that 4, so we turn it into a nice normal equation without the fraction in it. So take that across, -9 times 4 is going to be -36. And then we solve as normal, so I'm going to expand the bracket. So it's 3x minus 21 equals -36. That gives me 3x equals -15. So x is going to be equal to -15 divided by 3. That's going to be -5. Okay, it's nice and easy. Just shrink that out of the way. So let's look at another more difficult one now. So I'm going to actually jump back now to question 11. So it looks like it's more complicated because you've got 1/3 times x plus 7 equals 4. But just remember, finding the third of something is the same as dividing by 3. So we could change that to x plus 7 over 3 equals 4. Then it's like the one in question 14. So I cross multiply, take the 3 across to get 12. So I've got x plus 7 equals 12. So that's going to be x is equal to 5. So if you've got a fraction inside the bracket, you can change that into a more normal looking fraction like we just did there. Whoop. Let's just move that. Right, cool. So let's jump to 18. So this looks a little bit more complicated because we've got a fraction on its own plus another term equals 26. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 2x across to the 26, and then I can cross multiply the 5. So I'm going to be left with a fraction on its own on the left hand side, and 26 minus 2x on the other side. And now I'm going to take that 5 across. So I'm going to take that 5, I'm going to multiply it by that entire term there on the right hand side, that entire expression, sorry, not term. So that's going to be 5 brackets 26 minus 2x. Let's just get a bit more room. And then you just solve it as before. Okay, and I'll finish the equation off, but these equations you can do really easily. So that's going to be 3x, 5 times 26 is 130, 5 times minus 2x is minus 10x. Take the minus 10x to the other side, so I'll get 13x equals 130, which gives me an answer then of 130 divided by 13 to give me x equals 10. Okay, sorted. So let's finish with a really tough looking one then. So question 19. So I've got a quarter x plus 1 equals a fifth x 8 minus x, but it's no more difficult than the question 11 was. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to put the 4 and the 5 underneath that expression. So rather than finding a quarter and a fifth of that expression, I'm dividing each one by 4 and then by 5. So now I can cross multiply the 5 and the 4. So I'm going to get 5 multiplied by x plus 1 on the left hand side. I'm going to take the 4 across the right hand side. I'll have 4 brackets 8 minus x. Okay, and then as you've been solving these for years now, so expand the brackets. Group the x's on the one side, so I'm going to take the negative 4x across to the left hand side and the positive 5 across to the right hand side. So I'm going to get 5x plus 4x is 9x. 32 take away 5 is 27. And then I get 27 divided by 9 to get my answer. So the answer is x equals 3. Okay, so keep rewinding back through those if you need them to help you complete exercise 57. Right, so if you've finished 57, I'm going to 57 stars, an extension, so I'm going to just pick a really tough looking one, question number 9. So this time I'll be taking fractions away from each other. So we need to get a common denominator first of all, so one fraction on the left hand side so we can do our cross multiplying thing. So to go from 3 to 12, I'll multiply by 4, so I do the same to that expression on the top of that fraction. Take away, to go from 4 to 12, I multiply by 3, so I multiply 5x plus 12 by 3. The key here is just to make sure you use brackets properly. Okay, you'll see why now. So now I've got one fraction on the left hand side. It's the same as it was in exercise 57 now. I cross multiply that 12. So I'm left with 4 brackets 6 minus 3x. Take away 3 brackets 5x plus 12 equals negative 12. So get a bit more space. Right. And the reason you want to make sure you're using brackets is because it lessens the chance of making any mistake with signs when you multiply things out. So you see now. So if I multiply out the first bracket, I'm going to get 24 minus 12x minus 15x, and then the bracket stops you from making a mistake in this bit because that negative sign is going to change the sign inside the bracket, isn't it? So it's going to be negative 36 when I multiply out that second bracket equals minus 12. So now before you do anything else, tidy up the left hand side. So minus 12x take away 15x is minus 27x. 24 take away 36 is minus 12 equals minus 12. So I'm going to keep the minus 27x on the left hand side. I'm going to take the negative 12 across the other side, so it becomes positive 12. So I'm going to have negative 12 plus 12 is equal to 0. So after all that algebra, the answer is just going to be 0 divided by negative 27, which is 0. Okay? For all that luck, x is equal to nothing. Right. One last example. Okay, now if you get on with all of that, you can make a start on exercise 58. Alright, so I'm just going to do one example from exercise 58, very quick one. So 3/5 equals 6 over x. Same thing applies. We need to get that x on the top part of the equation, okay? So we're going to cross multiply the x. So I get 3x over 5 equals 6. Then I cross multiply the 5, so I get 3x equals 30. And then 30 divided by 3 gives me x equals 10. Sorted. Right, good luck. Off you go.